wisdom gained to become the CEO of my own tech startup and social enterprise, which I launched at age 22 from my college dorm room. Because there had been no book to guide me, I decided early in my journey that one day I'd have to write it myself so that others would find it easier to go forward. But given the demands of running a multi-million-dollar company that had grown exponentially in a very short period of time, that one day kept being postponed. Part of my motivation to write this book came to me in moments when, against many odds, I was given opportunities that I could once only dream would be possible. And I had to wonder, how did I even get here? Whenever I encountered individuals struggling to chart their own success, I wanted to be able to answer their questions for me. How did you do it? And how can I do it too? At the same time, I also wanted to respond to some of the skeptics who hear my story of becoming a social entrepreneur and wonder what it is about me that paved the way for my success, asking, how did you really do it? Their implication is that when you grow up as an outsider without privilege, your success must be a fluke, an accident. It's either that or you got lucky. The inference is that if you grew up poor, are black and gay, and come from a single-parent household and extended family where no one had ever gone to college, you are not legit. You get that look that says, you must have worked the system. Aspiring to go to a top university and raking in scholarship money without access to a computer or the internet, and later invading the tech startup space with no connection to the usual investment capital streams. That thinking is old, and it's painful. It's also taxing to be the face of your race or your income class or your sexuality and have to defend everyone who has ever been accused of working the system. The question also implies that as a millennial entrepreneur, you couldn't have paid your dues sufficiently to be able to hold your own at the important tables of power, privilege, and influence. There were times when I'd meet people so ready to dismiss the potential for success of those of us who grew up without means, that it was just about like being asked, "Hey, how'd you rob that bank?" Knowing how toxic that kind of dismissive treatment can be, I also wanted to share lessons I've learned for overcoming the odds with those of you who aspire to transform your circumstances, no matter where you are in your journey. I wanted to show you that it can be done. By it, I mean that success isn't a dragon you need to go slay to prove yourself worthy. I mean that whatever your qualifications or your pedigree, impressive or not, you get to determine where and how far you go and how you will get there. What's more, I wanted to write this book to challenge those of you with competitive, entrepreneurial minds to look closely at social entrepreneurship. As someone who believes it's possible to build a for-profit company that offers real solutions to our most pressing social issues, I'm eager to recruit problem solvers who want to contribute to our collective economic well-being as well as their own. You know the old cliche about doing what you love and the money will follow? I'm not sure that's always true. But I do believe that there are rewards to be gained from doing big things that bring about positive change in the world. In my experience, if you lead with the good and do the work, the money will follow. Some see social entrepreneurship as conscious capitalism. I see it as smart business. When you enrich the lives of others, you enrich the marketplace for your products, services, and ideas. That said, I know there's some confusion about what a social entrepreneur is. It isn't a career I grew up hoping to pursue one day. In my childhood, if you had asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I might have said, Batman. Let me correct that. What I really wanted to be was Bruce Wayne, making lots of money so I could afford to do lots of good. So maybe I always did want to do this. The term social entrepreneur wasn't in common use for much of my life.